Yeah, there we go. Now my mic's on. Yeah, you were not supposed to see that. I was making sure my stream was working because Twitch occasionally likes to fuck me over and tell me my stream isn't working. Whoop. Let's turn this and this back on. Also, I'm happy. I'm finally done with all my meds. Oh god, it's really loud. Oh god, it's super loud. Ow. Why? Why are you so loud? Danganronpa. Also, good news. I'm finally off all the allergy medicines that I was taking. So I could drink. Yay! Alcohol. That's good. It's Saturday, right? It is Saturday. Okay, so I was right. So I'm not crazy.
Sorry. But that's... Hey, But...
Oh god. I don't know this shit. I don't get it.
Oh no! Okay. You see, but,
Okay, there's gotta be a way to turn this shit down. Okay, this might be easier like this.
you see, like I said,
I love how he's just like, this is a comforting smile, and I'm just like, you're starting to scare me a little.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked. And okay then, sweet dreams, everyone.
Today has already come to an end, but I swear tomorrow I'm gonna find some kind of clue, I swear. In a way, it's almost frustrating. Even if I understand where her desperation is coming from, I can't share in it. The pressure she's under is way different from anything a normal high schooler like me has to go through. She didn't just stumble her way into the school the way I did, so I can't say I feel things the way she does. Compared to her, no, compared to everyone else here, there's no doubt I just don't match up. I guess that might explain my own frustration. The killing game has begun, but there's still room for a little laughter. Seems our new students, already filled with so much despair, still have some hope of sorts. I don't know what I said. So, will it begin? When will their hope begin to die? Is it time yet? Is it time?
Heart-pounding excitement.
I meant to get water to go with this.
Good morning, everyone. Get ready to greet.
Oh, we have free time? Lint roller. What? No. Don't waste time like that. I always like to check to see. Path is off limits. Dining hall. There's Sayaka. Hey, bitch. Sakura. And there's this guy. I want to try going to that store. This is definitely the school store. Japanese Western blend. Seems like an antique store. Sorry for information on the outline. What's this? Oh, maybe if I turn the knob, a prize will come out. I got some kind of item. I don't know what that is. Very good. Okay, so this is more of a decide who to hang out with time. Coin. From Akuma, the windows.
Why? Well.
What do I even have?
Hey. Correct. So... Whew. Wrong. Correct. Listen. So... Correct. Goodbye.
Aww. I don't know how to get more of those Monokuma coins.
Ah, Makoto. You're right.
Nobody likes it. Okay.
Yay! mm, you know? Huh? What should I do? You're wrong. You know? Huh? You know? But... Huh? You know? But... Huh? Thank you.
This is as such. Soon the door. Okay then.
I don't know what skill points it is. Ow. It's the same as giving into regret. What do you think guides the world? Speed, of course. That's why Formula 1 drivers are so popular. Any idiot can accomplish something if they take it slow. Even a human piece of excrement could create a masterpiece if they spent their entire life on it. Someone who does things in a timely fashion is both wise and admirable. Straight is better than a curve or an angle. Freestyle is better than the backstroke or a breaststroke. Drive-through is better than sit down. A Sunday comic artist is smarter than a graphic novelist. What I'm saying is, the speed is the gold standard of the standard world.
Which is why I said I need that pick.
Meanwhile, 2 seconds later.
Good morning, everyone. Get ready to...
Wow, this stuff is... Before I do that, I want to see something. Oof.
Hey!
Taka. What the fuck does this guy want?
Without a doubt. You hear me? Quiet down and listen. Got it.
Whew. That was a mouthful of straight up vodka. Oh my god. Holy crap.
I mean, seriously? You know what I mean. Give me a break.
Hey! Are you for real? The hell are they talking about? Aww.
Listen to me! Quiet down and listen!
Thanks for making time in your busy
me a
schedules to come
break.
together. I didn't make time for shit. You dragged me here. I know I already mentioned this earlier, but in order to get out of here, it's essential that we all cooperate with each other. And the first step is this breakfast meeting to allow us to become friends and build trust. So from now on, let's all meet here in the dining hall every morning after the morning announcement. Now then, let's eat.
I mean, seriously?
And it's
But
been a
more
while for me too.
important-
Well, anyway, did anyone happen to come up with any clues? Silence echoed throughout.
Seriously?
Nothing at all?
Hey!
Anything. It can't be about how to get out or who's doing this. Nobody has
Are you
anything.
okay with this?
You are going to die.
Do you understand?
Her fucking face. And hearing, do you understand? If you can't stop yourself from showing weakness in front of others, you will die.
Stop it!
What the hell? Don't even freaking joke about that. I'm not joking. Adaptability is survivability. Did I not say so? So you better hurry up and adapt to your new life in
What
here.
is this?
Have you gone completely insane? Adapt to my new life in here? Do you have any idea what you're saying?
What?
Yeah, it sounds like the girl
What?
wants to live here. And hell, more power to her. But shit.
Piece of shit!
No way in hell am I living here. I'm getting out of here. I don't give a shit. Sure, feel free. Feel free. So nobody has any clues. One thing I can tell you is who's behind all this. Someone who's totally weird and messed up. Why else would we trapped in here in the
Hey,
first
listen.
place? Well, sure, it could be something like that, but for right now, actual clues are. You think in terms of people who are really abnormal and bizarre, this could be a certain murderous friend or fiend? Well, maybe. I mean, I can't really be certain, but certainty is not a concern right now. I'll allow whatever remarks you may have.
You know?
Okay, well, have you guys ever heard of Genocide Jack? You mean that silly serial killer that's been all over the news and all over the internet? The monstrous villain who's murdered scores of victims in a brutally bizarre fashion. The word bloodlust was left at each murder scene, written in the victim's own blood. Whoever he is, he's like a ghost. Strikes without warning and disappears without a trace. And on the internet, they started calling him Genocide Jack. That about covers it. They say he's claimed over 1,000 victims. That's just an urban legend, though, right? I mean, even like 10 people would be totally insane. Anyway, whoever Genocide Jack really is, he's obviously some kind of super crazy killer. And if he's really the ultimate psycho, I wouldn't be surprised if he puts together something like this. But like I said, I can't be certain. I don't have any evidence or anything, it's just a thought.
Hey, hold on.
But if they're the killer, isn't that like a killer of a problem for us? Yeah. It's okay, everything is absolutely, positively, 100% without a doubt gonna be okay. Because help's gonna be here soon, I'm sure of it. Help?
I mean...
We've been stuck in here for a few days already, right? Nobody's been able to contact us, so I'm sure they're getting worried. I bet they called the police already.
What's this?
Bastard!
What are you doing here?
Guys.
You guys, seriously, do you understand what the role the police exists to fill? All they're good for is being a foil, playing against the villain or anti-hero or evil organization. The bad guys come along and destroy them, and that just shows how badass they really are. Are you sure you really want to rely on such unreliable group of losers? I mean, come on, if you really want to get out of here, all you gotta do is kill. Also, give me a second, I need tissues. Holy crap. Oh, that's better.
What the hell? You know?
I'm just impressed at the total commitment to this whole act.
Come on.
You're still going on about it?
Fucking dead.
So, Mr. Serial Killer, Psycho Freak Bastard, what the hell do you want? That's a pretty long name. German, maybe? We know who you really are. Maybe if I ignore him, he'll just go away. Hey, don't ignore me, asshole. Let's get back to business. Your life in here has already begun, and a couple days have gone by, and nobody's killing anybody. I thought you kids were lazy and selfish, and here you are working together. I'm totally bored. There's nothing you could say that'll make us start killing each other.
Got it!
Wait, I think yes. Ding, ding, ding. I figured it out.
In other words...
All the mystery ingredients are here. Right people, right place, so why hasn't anybody killed each other yet? That's why I couldn't understand, but I realized there was one very important piece missing. What are you? If you want to know, I'll tell you. It's motive. It's so simple. I just have yet to give everyone a motive.
Stop fucking around.
Motive? What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, by the way, there's something I want to show you.
Son of a bitch.
Stop changing the goddamn subject. I have a little video I'd like you all to see. Oh, but don't worry, it's not some pervy adult video or anything. Seriously, it's nothing like that. It's a special video for each of you showing what's going on outside the school. Outside the school? What are you talking about? Ooh, Master's so impatient today. Why don't you just watch it and find out? Here in the school, there's a specific place you can go that has everything you need to watch the video. Good. Then we can go watch the video right now. But before we do that, I'd like to know, what are you? Why would you do something like this? What do you want from us? What do I want from you? Well, if you must know.
Despair. That's all. Well now.
If you want to know more than that, you'll have to figure it out for yourselves. Hey gamer, what's up? How are you doing, Goobs? Do whatever you need to uncover the mystery that's hidden within this school, and I won't try to stop you. Because to be honest, it's entertaining as heck watching you guys desperately search for answers. So I guess I want amusement from you too. He's gone, and once again, he left before we could find out anything useful.
Is that right?
I think we learned something very useful. He has no intention of standing in the way of our pursuit of the truth. Interesting.
However,
perhaps. But what about the video he mentioned? I'm very curious to see what's
true.
on it. See here. Okay, so Mondo started glancing around the dining hall. Those games landed on
hell
me and
yeah.
stopped. Hey Makoto, check this out for us, would you? Huh? Why
No.
me? Because you're the closest to the door. That's the rule, right? Rule?
Jesus.
Hey!
Stop fucking around.
You see how passionately I'm begging you? What's the big deal? Just check it out real quick. Okay, I guess
Hell
I'll
yeah.
get going.
Hey,
Thanks, I owe you. If Makoto's going, then I'm going with him. It's not safe to walk around this place alone. Yeah, sure thing. We're counting on both of you. If anything happens, just yell and I'll come running. I can't decide if Mondo is totally dependable or completely terrible. I'd have to say he's kind of both. He's not exactly a bad person, but I can't say he's a good person either. So then, where's the specific place Monokuma mentioned? It must be somewhere you can watch DVDs, but then... Oh, it's this way. Next to the monitor is a high-end DVD player. It should be able to play DVDs, but don't see actual... If we have something to watch, at least that help us pass the time. Oh, there's something inside the cardboard box. It's a bunch of DVDs, and each one has a label on it with someone's name. This must be the video for each of us you mentioned.
Hold on a second.
I better go tell everyone. She just ran off. I didn't follow. Had robbed me of all awareness. I think I see something. Maybe I'll watch mine real quick before everyone else gets here. Found the one with my name on it. Then I spill it. I sat down at the darkened screen and then... I yelled out without realizing it and my heart started racing. Because what I saw on that monitor was my family.
You getting picked to attend Hope's Peak Academy is like a dream come true. Make sure you do your best.
I'm so proud of you, son. But remember, don't push yourself too hard.
Are you really watching this, Makoto? Good luck, okay?
If it had ended there, it would have been fine. A message of love and support. After leaving family behind to attend Hope's Peak, it would have given me hope and given me strength. If this was normal school, I would have been happy, if a little embarrassed. With my family's support to rely on, I would have been motivated to do even better. But here now was totally different. I wasn't living an ordinary school life. So I had a pretty strong feeling that the video wasn't going to end there. I hated having that feeling, but it turns out I was absolutely right. This time I couldn't even make a sound. My voice just died. Where'd everyone go? It looks like a war zone or something, as if, in reply, a voice came floating out of the speakers. I recognized it, of course, it was him.
Makoto Naegi accepted into Hope Peak Academy, and his family, who supported such a lucky boy. But it seems like something's happened to this family's well-being. Oh boy, this is bad. What could have possibly happened to this family's well-being?
What is this? What happened to everyone? I started trembling. I could feel fear and anger building up inside me like hot magma. God damn it, I slammed my fist against the desk over and over again. A single thought was racing through my mind. What else? How could I think about anything else? I have to get out of here. I have to get out of here right now. I need to make sure everyone's safe. I noticed everyone standing around the entrance of the AV room and they stared at me, faces full of confusion. What's going on? Without a word, I pointed to the cardboard box. Is that what Monokuma was talking about? What is this on them? Everyone gathered a box and each of them grabbed a DVD with their name on it, and one by one they each rushed to the monitor. It didn't take long for them to act. What the fuck? This can't be real, right? It has to be fake, right?
Hold on.
Yeah, no way, it's real. No way. I can't take it anymore. I can't take this anymore. Let me out of here. After I saw their reactions, I knew they'd all seen something like what I had seen. Nobody even bothered trying to hide their fear and confusion. Except for her. Even now she was totally calm. I see, so this is what they meant by motive. He wants to fuel our desire to leave so that we're more likely to start killing each other.
Yes, indeed.
It's the classic prisoner's dilemma. Huh? Let me use an example. Imagine two countries are on the brink of war. Both countries want peace, and each commits to scaling back their forces as a sign of good faith. But there's a chance that one country may betray the other, so the country fears lowering their guard. The result is neither scales back of their forces, and they both end up betraying
Do
each
you
other.
understand?
God damn her voice. In other words, the fear of invisible treachery becomes the greatest enemy of stability. This ends kind of like us right now. Everyone says they'll work together, but in our hearts we're all afraid someone might betray us. Don't put those awful thoughts in our head. That's exactly what they want us to do. You could say that, but maybe you're thinking that once everyone drops their guard, you can just... What?
Hey,
This is exactly what Monokuma or whoever's behind this wants. They want us to fight, don't you see? Yeah, you're right. We all need to calm down.
So then,
Okay then. Maybe we should just start by talking. Maybe if we just talk about what we saw, that'll help everyone get it out of our system. Besides, I think we're all super curious, right? I wonder what was in everyone's videos. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't curious. Hey, Sayaka. What was on your video?
what's your problem?
Sayaka? Stop it. She pushed my hands away and suddenly ran off.
That's
Sayaka,
enough.
let her go. I can't do that. I have to go make sure she's okay. I hate romantic comedies like this. I don't care what happens to her personally. That's because you're totally thoughtless. I'm really worried. Then why don't we go do whatever you think you have to do? We don't all have to stick around together,
hope
right?
you are well.
Speaking of which, I have my own things to take care of. Goodbye. Everyone went their separate ways. I don't have time to worry about them right now. I have to go find Sayaka. Really? Everybody went their own separate way? What was in your video? I saw... Sorry, it's gonna take some time to figure out how to put it into words. The videos are some kind of hoax, right? I want to think so, but...
heck?
What the hell, man? This is all one big lie. It has to be.
So it would seem.
It's only polite that you say what you saw first. Why are you covering
Yes,
your ears?
indeed.
If I don't hear yours, I don't have to say mine. It's the art of see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. I don't think that's how it works.
What should I do?
Everyone's really upset. I mean, how could anybody possibly calm right now? How could something like that even exist? I just don't understand. I don't. To be able to do something like that is it because they really are some murderous fiend. What was in your video, Sakura?
I'm sorry.
My family. But I'm not upset by what I saw. If you're overpowered, then you must accept your death. That is the way of my family. But still, I refuse to believe they will lose so easily. How? What was in your video, Kyoko?
Well,
Why should I tell you? Damn! Fucking Ice Age level cold shoulder. There's someone in this hall. Convincing everyone thought it was real, but it's fake, right? It's gotta be. I'd like to believe that, but if it was real. What was in your video, Celeste? Oh, it's you. You really want to know, don't you? It's strangely
Is that
scary.
okay?
There are many, many things in this world you're better off knowing, don't you think? She's probably in her room, but I'm gonna... What was in your video,
What?
Londo? Huh? Oh, it doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. It was fake anyway. It had to be whoever's doing all this just pulled
Stop
it out of his
fucking
ass.
around.
Those assholes can't fool me. Sayaka? No answer. I guess I'll have to keep on looking. Oh, is she like in the gym or some weird shit like that? Oh no, but I found Junko.
But more important,
Aren't you like super curious? I mean, I can't say I'm not curious. I could totally tell, but does that mean you're gonna tell me what's in yours? Who knows? Depends on what kind of mood I'm in, you know? I don't think she's gonna tell me. How is she? This is the girls' bathroom. Obviously, I can't go in. Maybe the exit? I'm not gonna tell you, and that's all there is to it. I'm not gonna tell you. No way, hell no, no way in hell. You're just acting nice, so we'll tell you what you want to hear. You can't fool me.
What the hell?
Damn it, how the hell did they get footage of that? Anybody hiding out in here? Nope. I've already checked the AV room. Door won't budge, must be locked. I don't think she's in here. Oh, she is. I found her in one corner of an empty classroom. She was sitting in a chair, hands on her knees, staring absently at the floor. She looked like maybe she was upset or angry, or she didn't have any expression at all. There was nothing on her face you could call emotion. It was as if her original mask had been stripped away. Sayaka, are you right? Yeah. No, how could I possibly find? What do we do to end up like this? Why are they doing such a terrible thing to us? I want out. Let me out right now. Sayaka, calm down. As she thrashed around, I grabbed her by the shoulder. I understand. I know how you feel right now. When I think what might have happened to my family. But now that more than ever, we have to stay calm. This is exactly what they want. They want to see us lose our composure and stop thinking rationally. Think about it. Those videos have to be fake. Because if those things had happened, people out there would be in an uproar. Our families, the police, everyone, right? So let's just calm down, okay? Otherwise, we've already lost. I know I was trying to convince myself just as much as her. I kept repeating those words to myself to clear away the images that had been burned into my brain. Be calm, okay? Just be calm. As long as we work together, I'm sure we can find some way out of here. And help might even come before that. But what if there isn't any way out? What if help never comes? If that happens, then I'll get you out of here myself no matter what it takes. When I said that, I paused. I had no idea what had come over me.
Sayaka?
Please, help me. Why? Why is this happening to me? To kill or be killed? I just...
Sayaka.
Finally, she raised her face up. Wide eyes over hers. Can I really believe what you said, huh? That you'll help me get out no matter what it takes? Absolutely. You're the only one I can trust, so please.
No matter what happens, please always be there. Makoto. Because I'm your assistant.
Hey! Hey!
It's standing up. Oh, God. Makoto is standing up. What's standing up? Do you even have to ask your flagpole? Get the hell out of here. No, I want to join. What the fuck is this? Damn it. Well, if you won't leave, then tell us where the hell is up with those videos. It's about to come out. It's going to come out. My pristine, pure white stuffing. My honest, innocent stuffing is about to come gushing out. I balled my fist, took aim, and swung as hard as I could. I never put so much energy into a single motion in my life. I leaned back, challenging all my power I had and with everything I had. Kuma, are you okay? If I hadn't avoided your punch, you would have just violated school regulations. But boy, are you slow, so slow! I could have downed $1,000 full course dinner in the time you took to finish your swing. Your speed, agility, alertness, passion, boldness, sense of despair, antagonization is all lacking. What the heck was that just now? I think he just wanted to mess with us. You want to head back? Sure. Monokuma had come along and swiftly destroyed the good mood we created. Sayaka and I headed back to the dorms. You should get some rest, Sayaka. You still look pretty shaken. Sorry for making you worry about me. You're right, I'm gonna go lie down for a bit. With a nod and small bow, she disappeared into her room. Now on my own, I headed off to tell everyone that Sayaka was okay. Once that was done, I decided to go back to my room. It was hard to think after watching that deranged video. I think I need some rest of my own. Jeez, seriously, what's going on here? There's just so many problems. I can't even decide what the biggest one is. That we're trapped in here? That what I saw in the video might be real? Monokuma? What the mastermind has in store for us, or what are we our biggest problem? I want to get out of here, but I can never kill someone. Do the others all feel the same? Yeah, that's definitely the biggest problem right now. Huh? When I opened my eyes, they darted immediately to the clock. It's almost 10 o'clock. I fell asleep without even realizing it. Nighttime's about to start. So how come someone's here? Sorry to come by so late. Sayaka. What are you doing here so late? That's when I noticed her body was trembling. Is everything okay?
So
Sorry to bother you, but something really weird just happened. Something weird? Just a little while ago, I was lying down in my room, and all of a sudden my door started rattling and shaking. Her voice had sounded like all the air had been squeezed out of her lungs. Just hearing her talk made me tense up.
Scared.
It was like when someone was trying to force the door open. My door was locked, so they couldn't get in, of course. But they started shaking the door harder and harder. I was so scared I couldn't even move. So what happened? After a while, it just stopped. I let some time go by. Then I got up and opened the door to check outside. There was nobody there. Someone tried to force their way into your room? But who would do something like that? It's not like I'm suspicious of anyone here. But still, it makes me nervous. What if something that happened in the middle of the night? What would I do then? You don't have to worry about that, right? I mean, we can't go outside during nighttime, but that's just a promise we made, right? If someone decided to break it, then why don't you stay in my room tonight? Would that make you feel better? All the school regulations said was that we had to sleep in the dorms, right? It didn't state specifically which room each person had to sleep in, so... But, you know, two people sharing one room is kind of odd. Geez, I didn't even think about that. Honestly, I didn't even cross my mind. No, I know, me either. It's not even that I mind the idea, but if you don't mind, could we maybe switch rooms just for tonight? Switch rooms. If it'll help put your mind at ease, then that's totally fine with me. But I don't mind you staying in my room, but... Are you sure you're okay with me staying in yours? It doesn't, like, concern you? It's fine, I trust you. In that case, then...
As such, soon the doors to the dining hall. Okay then.
Yep. Oh man, it's already nighttime. Okay, so it's settled. I'll head to your room right now. Oh, if we're gonna trade rooms, we better trade keys too. We'll trade keys again. Psychic. Hey, aren't you gonna say you were just kidding? What if I wasn't just kidding? Something resembling a small smile had vanished her way out into her face. Thank goodness, it looks like she started to get back to normal. Alright, we better trade keys then. Yep, let's do it. We exchange keys, and when I look back up at her again, there was another worried expression there. Please be careful. If someone comes to the door, don't open it no matter what. I won't. Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely want to open this. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? Oh, by the way, just so you know, the bathroom door tends to get stuck. There's a little trick to opening it. You have to turn the knob, then lift the door up while you pull it out. Just do that and the door should open, no problem. Okay, but the shadows don't work during nighttime anyways, right? Alright, I totally forgot, but I guess I might use it when I get up in the morning, so thank you. Okay, well, I better get going. See you tomorrow.
Hey,
Oh, about what I said before, I said it was psychics. It really was a joke. It really is just perception. Good night, then. So this is Sayaka's room. It doesn't really... It smells nice. That's creepy, dude. It's kind of weird to dig through other people's trash. That's the DVD with her name in it, found in the AV room. My room came with a toolkit, but Sayaka has a ceiling kit, just like the note said. Map of the body's vital organs. Surveillance camera. Alright, all the girls' private bathrooms have locked on them. I'm a little reluctant to go in. Dude, he's creepy. Feeling a little bit better than before. I fell asleep. Oh boy. I need a big spaceship. Ugh, in the middle of an intergalactic adventure. You've heard the Noah's Ark, right? What the hell? We're sort of like that. We've set sail and left Earth behind. Here you don't have to worry about crazy neighbors, corrupt cops, drunk drivers, or pyromaniacs. You don't have to worry about the ozone layer or asthma-inducing air pollution. And of course you don't have to stress us about studying for finals or practicing for the big game, but even during our divine world of freedom has a few rules. After all, freedom can only exist because of rules. If you're really so dead set on returning to that tiny piece of dog poop you called Earth, please do your best to follow the rules. I hope I made myself perfectly clear.
Let's everyone do our best to follow these new guidelines and live happily ever after together!
God, that's...
Good morning, everyone. Get ready to greet.
I don't even get a choice. I just automatically do it. I was the first one here this morning. Good morning.
Hey, Makoto.
Morning. I suppose I'm early. I figured everyone who arrived on time could be considered modeled high schoolers. And the ones who showed up a little late.
Yo.
Sorry. Ah, well, hello.
I don't know if
Indeed.
My bad, my bad.
What's your problem?
Yo!
they're the kind who move at their own pace. But regardless, everyone had arrived. At least that's how it was supposed to go. Wait, aren't we still missing some people? Yes, Sakuya and Byakuya are in here. I don't know about Byakuya, but I would definitely put Sayaka in the model high schooler category. For her to be so late.
What?
Something happened?
Yo.
Jesus Christ. Have you seen Sayaka? Why would I? I just came straight from my room to here. Did she forget about our breakfast promise?
However,
I got the sense she always has her stuff together. Listening to everyone talk like that, a small dark speck of unease rose up inside me. When that speck started to grow quickly, I need to go. I have to go check on her. Where I headed first was my room, where I'd let Sayaka stay for a single night. Where she was supposed to be safe, but over the course of one night, the room had completely transformed. What the hell? This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. It's been taken out of the sheath. More importantly, where's Sayaka? There's a keychain on the ground. My name is on it, so this must be my room key. before some bad shit, or some shit changes. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. It's the sheath of the replica sword. The sword itself has been removed. More importantly, where's Sayaka? There's way less sheaths than it used to. More importantly, where's Sayaka? The bed's been damaged too. Fine, fine. I better check the bathroom. Let's take a look inside. It took me a second to realize that I was screaming. When I saw it dug its face through my eyes and buried itself in my brain, and then, everything went black. To survive. Deadly life. Finally, we're getting to murders. When I opened my eyes, I found myself staring at a huge ceiling. It was a ceiling I remember seeing before, and when I sat up, I saw someone looking at me. Again, it was someone I'd seen before. You're awake finally. Are you okay? Now's not the time for sleeping. Get your ass up. You were unconscious, dude. I had to carry you here. It's no surprise considering what happened. What happened? So it wasn't a dream. What I saw, it was real. That's right, it really happened. Sayaka is dead. A deep, dark despair worked its way through my body and then exploded out of me. I shot up and took off running. Hey, where do you think you're going? I have to see where myself. I need to Sayaka is. Sayaka is. You can check once, twice, 1,000 times. Sayaka is completely and irrevocably dead. No, I have to see for myself. Listen to us, man. What do you think is going to happen if you go out there? Well, what good is it going to do just sitting around here? I mean, why are we all hanging out at the gym at a time like this? Our friend Sayaka, she's dead. Dead. When I said that, it finally hit me. I realized she was really gone.
Calm down.
None of us want to be here right now either. Then why? Should be obvious. Monokuma told us all to come here. Hold on. Don't talk like that. We all protested it. I mean, we remember the terrible price Sayaka had to pay. But...
So...
The one who convinced them to come. Oh, she was the one who convinced them to come. Right now, we need to do whatever he says. We're his prisoners, right? It's not a good idea to defy him without reason. We don't need to make any more sacrifices than we already have. Why should we listen to anything he has to say? It's obvious he's the one who killed Sayaka.
Wrong.
I would never do that. If you can believe anything, you can believe that. Here he is again. Unless someone violates a school regulation, I would absolutely not interfere. I can promise you I won't do anything that goes against the purpose of your school life here.
Listen up!
I'm famous at safari parks throughout the world for following the Bear Times 1 rule. What?
But...
And who did it? Who killed her?
Come
You
on!
already know the answer. The one who killed her is one of you. Nobody had a reply for that. One of us killed Sayaka. Don't be stupid, that's...
What?
What's the matter? You guys all look like you're about to see a dove get shot up with a Gatling gun. Don't you remember what I told you when this all began? One of you had decided to kill Sakuya so that you could graduate. Sayaka. I said Sakuya. I'm sorry. I called her Sakuya before. Sakuya, but I fucked up. I'm sorry. Someone's just following the rules. There's something wrong with that. You're lying, right? Of course he's lying. I'm telling you, he killed her. Nope, sorry. One of you is now a bona fide killer. If they wanted to, the person who did it could testify to that little fact. What? Without thinking, I looked around at everyone. They all had the same look on their faces. Everyone looked at each other with a combination of fear, suspicion, and confusion. Are you serious? Someone killed someone? It is amazing what some people are capable of.
Just hold on.
Hey, hold on. Don't assume he's telling the truth.
Stop talking.
That's enough. Before we do anything else, I'd like to confirm something with the stuffed animal here. If one of us really did kill her, that person gets to graduate from the school, right? Huh?
Come on.
Don't play dumb. That's what you said, isn't it? If you kill someone, you get to leave.
What?
Why are you laughing? It's 'cause naive. You're just so naive. Do you really think that's easy? You can't just kill someone and waltz right out.
Hey!
You're super naive, devilishly naive, hellishly naive. No. The real thing, it has just begun. The real thing.
Now then.
Are you ready? Allow me to explain the second part of the rule regarding graduation. It's like I explained before. You must kill someone if you want to leave. However, Even if you do that, there's still one part to the agreement that you have to uphold, remember?
Then perhaps...
You're referring to rule number 6 of the school regulations. Anyone who kills a fellow student becomes blackened, will graduate unless they are discovered.
In other words...
Bingo! It's not enough just to kill someone. You have to actually get away with it. Which naturally means you need a system in place to assess whether or not it's been gotten away with.
Yahoo!
So a certain amount of time after the murder has taken place, a class trial will begin. Class trial? Yeah, but it'll be a few hours after the murder. Everyone will gather, including the blackened who committed the murder. And then the spotless students will all engage in one big debate showdown.
During the trial, you'll have to present your arguments about who you think the blackened is. And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote. If the answer you've arrived at is correct, only the one that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue. However, if you choose poorly, then the one who got away with murder will survive. And the rest of you will receive your punishment. Which of course means your school life will come to an end. As far as class trial rules go, that's all there is to it.
Well...
So, what exactly is the punishment you keep talking about? Well, to put simply, it's execution.
Yeah!
What?
And by execution, you mean...
Execution is... execution. Execution! Electric chair! Bzz, bzz, poison gas! Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane!
So to make sure I understand, if we get the culprit right, then only they die. But if we get it wrong, all the rest of us get executed.
Well...
What a smart little chimpanzee you are. Look at you implying you didn't do it without actually saying it. So it's basically what the outside world calls a lay judge system, or an inquisition type thing. Which means you'll be deciding on who you think the killer is. But judge carefully, because all your lives are on the line. Okay, let me just add this rule I just described to you in the handbook. Make sure to keep it in mind. New rule has been added to the regulation menu. Wait, hold on. You're freaking insane, you know that? A class trial? What the hell is that? I don't want anything to do with it.
This?
Why not?
Stop it!
What do you mean, why not? Why do I have to waste my time trying to figure out who murdered someone? Are you saying you're not going to participate in the trial? Only punishment awaits such blasphemy. What punishment? I might, I don't know, throw you in a deep, dark, scary prison or something like that. Don't be so selfish. You're the one being selfish. Kill whoever you want. It's got nothing to do with me. The evil standing here before me. I'm trembling with fear. But I won't give in to such evil. It's my style to stick out and resist it to the very end. If you really want to get out of here, you'll have to go through me first. But then...
Are you enjoying yourself now?
Are you? Violence against Headmaster Mon... I invoke the mighty sub...
This wasn't... why...
And just like that, she never moved again.
No way!
What the... I don't... This can't be real. No way!
Well, now.
Now I'm painfully aware of the great power and meaning of a promise. I really wanted to keep a corpse from popping up for no good reason, you know. I guess you all needed to be taught a lesson after all. Oh, what an amazing promise. But now you guys understand, right?
Now you see just how serious I am. Defy me and you get shot full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated, etc. So, if you don't want that to happen to you, you'd best obey those school regulations.
Jugo's body has been impaled with a bunch of spears. An unbelievable amount of blood started pouring out of her body. It was the first time I ever seen the moment of a person's life come to an end. Nobody could deny what they'd just seen. Jugo, who was just until a second ago had been her friend, was dead. She died. She'd been murdered. In simple terms, she was in the death. It was the death of a human being.
Hey,
It's really not all that shocking. She just died, that's all. Just went and died. It's no more remarkable than the inevitable demise of the entire human race. This is just as natural as the evidential death of the end of the world itself. This isn't some superhero comic, so it's not like when you die, you didn't really die. This is reality. Why did you have to kill her? Didn't you say you wouldn't put her in prison or something? I changed my mind. No, you've been wanting to kill this entire time. Kill the entire team? Don't be silly. You can't kill time. Or are you being metaphorical? Or are you saying I wanted to waste time this whole time? Come on, what do you take me for? I'm Monokuma. Anyways, none of that matters right now. I have something I'd like to give you to help in your search for the Blackened. This little file has all the information I've gathered about the death in question. I like to call it the Monokuma file. I mean, naturally, you guys aren't expert at this kind of thing, so you can only do so much with the corpse. So instead, I've gathered up everything I know about the circumstances and cause of death. What's that? How do I know the cause of death, you ask? Because the surveillance cameras picked up the whole thing. I got to see it all go down. Wait, so then you know who killed Sayaka? Of course I do. If I didn't, then I couldn't possibly pass a fair and accurate judgment during the trial, now could I?
Correct.
That's a good point. The judge has to be able to make a proper decision. That's somehow comforting.
Well?
Now then, please put your full effort behind the investigation. After all, you don't have any choice but to give it your best shot. Seriously, you don't have a choice. Okay, so we'll meet up for the trial in a little while. With that, Monokuma disappeared once again, left us stunned and confused and at a total loss. He left us with Junko's dead body growing colder right in front of us. For who knows how long, nobody said a word. The fact that Sayaka and Junko were dead was a huge shock, of course. There was nothing more to it than that. It was also the idea that one of us had actually murdered someone. And that if we didn't find out who it was, we would all die here. We'd found ourselves in a situation where we couldn't help but look at each other with open suspicion. It was the worst situation imaginable. And yet, in such a perversely terrible situation, she didn't show the slightest hint that it had gotten to her. Now's not the time to wallow in your depression. The worst thing we can do right now is lose all faith in each other. That would lead to the same disastrous result as having total faith in everyone else.
What?
Huh?
In other words,
Cooperation is absolutely key in this point. Who you decide to trust or not trust is of course up to you. Continuing to think about it and talk about the deceased certainly isn't going to help anything. Saying stuff like that is just, how many times do I have to told you? Anyone who can't adapt will die. Death is the only thing awaiting to those who are unable and unwilling to adapt. If that happens, you have only yourself to blame.
That's terrible!
What an awful thing to say, especially after what's happened.
just a second.
Right now, exposing the killer is the most important thing. Because if we don't, we're all going to die here. She's right, we need to begin our search right away.
Of course.
Either way, we can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward. We just have to, I guess. What other choice do we have? No way in hell am I letting someone kill me. Alright, damn it, let's do this. We just have to do it. Everyone kept repeating that sentiment. They were using it as a mantra to give themselves strength, but they're right, we just have to do this. No matter how much we don't want to, we have no choice. If that's what it takes to survive, then that's what we have to do. On top of that, there was something I need to find out. I had to know why Sayaka died. Why she had to be the one. I'm terrified to find out, but I still have to know. Otherwise, I'd never be able to accept her death. Which is why I don't have any choice. Let's do this. On Juko's lifeless body, I checked my wrist to check for a pulse. Just like in the movies and stuff, but she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She's really gone. I don't know why you even bothered to check after those injuries and losing so much blood. Frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. Huh? Hold on. Hold on, just wait a second. She's dead, and that means...
What?
That means everything that's happened so far is for real now. Joko, whatever is really real.
Let me out of it.
What's your
You're just now accepting it?
Let me out of here.
We can't run away. Okay, yeah, so they're just repeating our mantras.
Hey,
We need to decide on what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so nobody can disturb the area, right? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey.
In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyways. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay, then we can let Mondo look after the scene. Well, no, we can't just leave him there alone. Why the hell not?
Stop talking.
Isn't it obvious? If you were the culprit, what's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all the evidence you want. Well, fuck you. Fine there. I'll stay on guard duty as well. That way there's no problem. Two-player co-op is the best defense with two of them. But with their stats, they're totally OP. Since won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you.
But...
I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try.
Just a second.
Hold on, huh? Before we begin the investigation, isn't there something else we need to discuss? Oh yeah.
Anyway...
I'm going to find out, because if we don't, we're all going to die here. What else?
What the heck?
What should I do?
Oh.
So you finally noticed. Noticed what? I was looking through the Monokuma file we received, and I noticed something very obvious and very unusual. What are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died in Makoto Storm. She's right. And could it be? At once, everyone's gaze turned to me. Hold on, you've got it all wrong. Just for one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid.
What the heck?
So then...
Are we all done talking? We need to begin an investigation soon. At this point, we need to split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues from a foundation, then construct the argument to come to a final decision.
So...
If we get this wrong, what do I really have to say anymore? I'd rather you didn't know.
Goodbye. Yo. Hey, damn it. You're fucking dead.
I'll skip the trial and cave their goddamn skulls myself. I'm serious, I will fuck them up.
So, Anyway... This is...
I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Don't come any closer. Are you gonna kill me next?
So,
I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I black out. Well, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyway. Alright, I guess I better keep going.
Execute electric chair!
The victim was Sayaka Mizuno. Time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow, I have to find out the truth, so that we can all survive. I have to find out how she was killed.
Help me!
Aren't you going to... I can't leave Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her. Oh, damn it. Oh, I can't just leave. First of all, I should head to the scene, my room. We won't make any progress without investigating there. So I head to my room where Sayaka's corpse still remained. I better examine the state of my room a little closer. I might reveal something new. There are scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? It looks like there may have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it, I was right there in the other room. If only I'd heard something. That would not have been possible, huh? Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. So if something could happen in the room right next to you, there's no way you can know. Perhaps it was another Monokuma strategy creating an ideal setting for murder. Evidence of struggle has been added to the truth bullets section. It looks like there's way less than there was before. Toolkit's still inside the drawer. I don't see any evidence.
Yo. What?
You ain't exactly in the mood to be building fucking furniture, right? So you hadn't used yours either? Nobody's busted theirs out yet, as far as I know. Actually, we're talking about it yesterday.
By the way,
none of the guys have opened the toolkit yet. Cause like, why the hell would we? It's been taken off its sheath. If I hadn't looked at the blade itself until now, I wouldn't be surprised. It's coated in gold too, on top of that. Some of the gold coating has come off parts of the blade and the handle. And yet the handle is especially missing lots of coating. I remember the coating sticks to you even if you touch it just a little bit. Oh, there's some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made with something sharp. But how the sheath gets scratched up in the first place? Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're gonna attack someone with a sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. It could just slide off in the middle of the fight. So why are there scratches on the sheath? Oh, that's right, we have to trade keys. We switch rooms, we switch keys too, so Sayako would have had the key here in my room the whole time. But wait, if that's true, then how did the killer get into the room in the first place? Forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. After saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it or opened it for any reason. Well, maybe I dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something. No, that's not possible either. Sayako was in here when we switched rooms. With how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around. She couldn't have dropped it. So how did the killer... Display stand, okay. There are gouges in the bed like someone attacked it. What the hell happened here? I don't think it's relevant right now. I should look around here first. I can check other spots later. The mastermind must be using them.
What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious?
No.
I'm searching.
Searching? Did you lose a contact?
Listen.
Are you a clean freak? Huh? No, I don't think so. Why?
I see. Hey.
There's something very unusual about my room.
So...
Unusual? What do you mean? I searched the floor from corner to corner and I didn't find a single strand of hair.
Indeed.
Really? Not one hair from the victim, and not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. You know, now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it too?
See.
Very interesting. If your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge, in other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean, was it Sayaka or the killer? That's the question, isn't it?
By the way,
you know, I realized something while it was on. Could have destroyed some evidence, right? But before anyone found the body, I know there's a trash room here on the doors, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely possible. A dirty bastard. Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught me. So if I ever find the son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. But what if it was a girl that did it?
Yo.
That'll get sorted out when the time comes. Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too? I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not it's you who did this. Whatever the decision is, whatever the decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. I see. And on the other side of the store. No, I can't let this get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Looking at her made it painfully clear that it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her her, Sayaka. At once I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, and the urge to bust into tears, but I can't hesitate now. Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse, but that thought held me up and supported me. But now's not the time to think like that. Some sort of sharp object had been thrust through her stomach. It must have been the killing blow. But whatever they'd used to kill her, where'd they get it? It was definitely something I should look into later. Sayaka's right wrist was broken. It does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. There was something sort of glittery there on her wrist too. That definitely concerns me. Oh, there's blood on her left index finger, but that's it. The palms of both her hands are totally spotless. So how come only her left finger? Sayaka's wrist has been added to the truth bullets. The stab wound to her stomach is what killed her when she broke her wrist. That must have happened earlier on. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? So it's possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. Her killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her, and there I saw... What? Written in blood were the numbers 11037. Did Sayaka do this? Some sort of sharp object has been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. But whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get it? That's definitely something I should look into later. Yep. This thing needs to go bye-bye. The water for the showers gets turned off at nighttime. Well, I was about to say, if that's a mirror, it's totally weird to me that...
It would seem...
It looks like you found it right, Makoto. The glowing numbers, that's most likely Sayaka's dying message. I've never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message, as if she wrote it with her life herself. Do you often talk like an aspiring poet? The numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11037. I have no idea what it could possibly mean. The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote in that location while she was sitting the way we found her, it means she would have wrote them only by turning her hand towards the wall. If you were writing something in that position, do you know what the result would be? The result? Well, think about it. You're not going to tell me. You need to uncover the mystery of the case yourself. Otherwise, the case will end and you'll remain unconvinced. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you're not going to tell me. Dying message has been added to the truth bullets.
Makoto. What?
Gets stuck, yeah. I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked. But once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. Bathroom door frame has been added to the bullets of my truth.
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? But actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob, huh? The
That's
doorknob.
Right.
You didn't notice. We'll try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll notice right away what I'm talking about. Huh? The doorknob. What the heck? The doorknob's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
It would seem...
Somebody used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was obvious that it was intentional. It was intentional, why would someone want to do that? I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. But my bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only girls' bathrooms can lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought. Then apparently struck with a sudden realization, she shot a question at me.
Just a second.
I have just one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Oh, well, I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms. So what you're saying is only you and Sayaka knew about it. Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I had the sense that she was really starting to get it into all this. I see that. Then that clears it up, huh? What clears up what? I'm so lost. Well, see you later. Yep. I thought I could inspect the door again.
By the way, you son of... Yo.
Oh, this is definitely my room, but the nameplate says Sayaka on it. Oh, Sayaka room's right, but the nameplates on mine and Sayaka's room were switched. So all the effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless, but why would anyone do that? Sayaka got really upset after seeing what was in that video.
Seems like...
Most suspicious.
Hey, you bastard! I mean, seriously? Hey, you bastard! I mean...
There's a sturdy gate here. No way to get past. Oh, Jesus Christ! It's the end of the line, the trash room. This is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up.
No, you can't go any further!
Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Cleaning duty?
You can't go any further!
Who's on cleaning?
You can't go any... No, you can't go any further! Monokuma appears!
Oh, Jesus.
No, you...
Talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was going to start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had a chance to get started. And since you started cleaning, you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate from the trash room? Of course. It's my job to gather up all garbage and toss it into the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge. Wait, hold on. You need a key to get into the trash room? And the only person on cleaning duty has access to the key? What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open at all time, so we can just throw things out whenever we want? That does seem more convenient, actually.
So that's it.
That must be why. If anyone could go into the trash room whenever they wanted, destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear and things would become boring. Boring?
Hey, listen.
More important than that. Hey, Fatty, why'd you want the cleaning duty gig anyways? I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else wanted to do. What's the big deal? Liar, I know why you did it. You want to dig through all the girls' trash, looking for, and poking around in it. What are you talking about? All my love is for Tootie. But there's all kind of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'll get tired of Tootie in turn too. I would never get tired of Tootie. After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily choose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures. You're not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, there's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them from picking up the trash and disposing of it.
What?
That's not how it's supposed to. Anyways, on the other topic, Hifumi, since you are on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you. So what, now you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from the past trauma, save a village, beat a boss. No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around. Oh, okay, so easy. They said he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out. Whatever, please just hurry.
Mr. Naegi! Without a doubt.
No, I just want to see if the actual killer tried to destroy any evidence. There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. It looks like a burnt piece of something. A burnt piece? Like a hunk? Like a hunk of burning love? Anyway, it looks like a piece of cloth, and the shape is part of a sleeve from a button-up. And now that I look at it, that's definitely blood on the cuff, which means that's all that's left. This is all that's left of some of the evidence the killer destroyed. But there are lots of people with white button-up shirts. This isn't enough to figure out who the killer is. Burnt shirt piece has been added to the truth bullets section. There are shards of broken glass scattered all around in front of the incinerator. It looks like it used to be some kind of glass ball, just big enough to fit the palm of your hand. They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear, grant you fucking that Dragon Ball Z reference. Christ. I'm kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see in a big city street corner. Gaze into it, and it will show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that Mina girl who was on that quest to find that one guy. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who did that particular belong to? Only one person. They should still be in the gym. I better go find out for sure. Green button and a yellow button. Related to the big mechanism. This is the incinerator. It's way in the back of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. I can sound right now. You see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator? It's a very simple setup. Press the green button to get it going and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave, okay? Someone turn the incinerator on. very strange. I'm quite certain it was off the last time I was down here.
Is it a
Perhaps it was the work of a fairy. Do you realize what you just said? Huh, the fairy? No, you just said the last time you were in here, the incinerator was off. Yes, about that there can be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory.
I feel as if...
Oh my god. Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one who has the key to open the gate,
most suspicious?
it should be impossible for the incinerator to be on, and yet... So that means someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate, but how is that possible? This whole thing turned out quite strange indeed. When I was last here, the incinerator was off and those glass shards and burst clothes were...
Completely unforgivable!
Mr. Naegi, will you be confessing soon? Why me?
That's it. I'm sure
Everyone
of it.
already knows you did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one. And of course he's living out one of his comic book fantasies. Green button turns it on and the yellow button turns it off. Our shards of... And that definitely looked like a kitchen knife that was stabbed in her gut. So I'm interested. Damn. This is a lot of food. What kinds of kitchen knife? Big or small, but it looks like one of them is missing. Was it missing from the very beginning, or I better see if anyone knows more about it? Meat. Oh, these salted meats. Now's not time to be thinking of food. I'm assuming the one person standing in the kitchen knows something about it. Hey, so did you notice that one of the knives in the kitchen is missing from the dining hall? Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange, a knife suddenly disappearing like that. Oh, so it wasn't missing from the beginning?
Right.
Nope, last I remember, they were all lined up in a nice, neat row. Wait, so when did you notice one of them had disappeared? Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there then. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash the glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. Then you should be able to say for sure. You could tell everyone I didn't come into the dining hall last night, which proves I didn't take it. Aoi's account has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? What? Of course not. I would never. Hina, did you really think I murdered her? Well, she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends and then one killing the others is a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea. Let me try talking to her again. Really kill? No, no. Let's watch her DVD while I'm doing this. I should be able to use this to see what's going on. That DVD Sayaka threw into the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. Push play, and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then... It never slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. Standing on stage, front and center, was a face I recognized all too well, Sayaka. She was there, along with the friends that had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there, in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it hard to accept that she was dead. My vision started to blur, darken, and then The voice I come to despise so much began to float in the
Sayaka
listing.
Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for these girls, the glowing spotlight only made...
But then, suddenly the screen went dark, and in the next moment I saw something I could hardly believe. What the Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which is now in ruins. But what I noticed even more than that was the figure of all the other girls who had simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful teams, none of them will ever perform on stage for Sayaka. They're simply... So here's the billion-dollar question. What...
What the hell? That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get to them? If that really happened, everyone on the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? Yes. Hey, Hero, can I ask you something? No, I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out now. I've had enough. Gotta break free. Hero, snap out of it! Makoto, what are you doing here? What? Hey, does this look familiar? Ah, that's my crystal ball! But it's all smashed. What the hell?
Heck?
I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. How did it break?
What?
Was it actually just made of glass and not crystal? Did that guy totally dupe me? He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington's, Napoleon's. Said whoever controlled the crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously BS? Let's put that aside for now. So you can say without a doubt that this belonged to you. Yeah, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. That means anyone could have found it and take it. Thanks, Hero. That's all I wanted to know. Sure. And by the way, I'm most afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up for fortune telling for 2 full years came out to be like $1 million. $1 million. That's actually pretty cheap, actually, considering it gives you the power to control the world. That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him.
It's time for the class. Now then, please go through the red door.
We've been waiting for you.
Listen to me!
Save that one for the class trial. There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime so they really are convinced I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. And who is the killer? The one who murdered Sayaka is really one of us.
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided.
Hey.
Impossible. You know?
What?
I'm sorry.
Got it!
What the heck?
You know what I mean.
Well then.
Yes, indeed.
Real talk though,
Hey.
this isn't.
Makoto.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding the case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. You need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raise my voice to try to give myself courage, I turn trembling with anticipation towards the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was on the elevator when I finally stepped on. The doors closed and the elevator started to move. Real talk, that is a strong elevator if it's holding all of us. Because you gotta figure that's like, with the girls weighing in at maybe like, with the exception of Sakia, maybe like 110 for the smallest and about like, God, this has gotta be like at least like 1,000 pounds of people. I wonder if this is how death row inmates feels when the time finally comes. Rather than that, is it not more like a defiant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. You finally arrived. What do you think? Doesn't it just feel like a real courtroom? It's a Hollywood movie set, right?
Shit.
Not even close. It's total shit.
Well now.
Okay, everyone. Find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now. Hurry up. We did what we said and found our seats. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else. Which also meant to be easy for anyone to transfer the tension and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. And so the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Boy, that was cheesy. Increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. Effective during bullet. Increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. Effective during bullet time battle. Costs 3 SP. All right.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course!
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And
don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
Friendship.
Okay.
God, that's this guy. I don't like that guy. He's so dirty.
There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would I like to hear more? Sure. Let's get familiar with this shit. As things progress during each of the class trial, I will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after the other without pause. It is up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the mouse to aim and then fire with the left mouse? Ugh, what the hell? Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right one. Note that if I run out of time, I will automatically fail, so please be careful. If I press the escape key during one of these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh god, I'm nervous about this. Make my argument! Evidence of a struggle.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Okay, that's what I was looking at again. That was what... Okay.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka.
Yeah, and the murder took
in the bathroom. So it seems the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bath. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, that's wrong.
Okay, I wasn't sure what I was looking for the
Just
first
a
time.
second, Chihiro. Try to
I remember how my room looked.
With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom? She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then she ran to the bathroom to try and hide.
She looks Japanese, but her accent sounds a little Russian.
The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. Okay, so what bullet am I getting this time? Kitchen knife set. Okay, so I need to be careful.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
Okay.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him. How could anyone do something like that? That son of a bitch!
I
what
clicked
was
it.
used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt.
So the killer used some random knife they had? How could anyone do something like that? That son of a bitch!
What the hell? I did it.
So what was used to...
There was some kind of without a doubt.
So the killer used some... How could anyone do something like that? That son of a bitch!
Okay, I get it, but it's like I'm clicking
So
and...
what was used?
There was some kind of without a doubt.
So the killer used some random...
No, that's wrong.
Okay, so you gotta shoot like when you see it, not like as it's happening.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing. Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of... And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. But more...
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our argument.
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not...
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure...
You really believe?
There's a bit more to learn about... Okay, sure. Absolutely. I can concentrate by holding down the space key. While I'm concentrating, time will slow down, so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim and making it easy to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes focus gauge. If the gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Okay. Always account.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret, when nobody was in the dining hall.
No, that's wrong. Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went into the kitchen to get some tea. I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay.
Camera shake.
Then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
Oh.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together.
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case!
Oops! Did I? Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife, so I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife? Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall. No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
I can.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be me. Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means, we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms. But it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room, so
It is a problem! A boy and a girl? But I'm a girl.
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true! One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so?
Well, because... They're not here anymore. Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Okay, so the person who took the knife for the kitchen was...
I got it! Then...
Sayaka
is the one...
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, as she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself!
I'm sure she...
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all!
No! You're
This
wrong.
crazy bitch.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Hold on. It's still too early because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
My first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Would I like to hear more? Fuck yeah, I do. As things advance further in the class trial, a Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point is to reveal any important phrase related to the incident in question. I'll have to deduce the phrase from letters flying around that... in the letters already known? Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right orders?
Now I understand. That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
The killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is the object the killer that broke.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
The voice acting for this is surprisingly good. Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about the non-stop debate. Still more? Jesus Christ. They just tried to cram as many game mechanics into this as they could, couldn't they? From here on out, the number of weak spots will start growing up. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and it will only fail to refute what they said. But you'll also lower the trust with everyone. My influence gauge will take damage. Now this is important because if my influence gauge reaches 0, I fail. I'll have to rely on my own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck and have fun. What is my bullet? Bathroom door frame.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Okay.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
No, that's wrong. The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door, that's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked. So they didn't know that the door didn't actually could... So they didn't know the door could actually... Wait. So they didn't know that the door actually couldn't be locked. Okay, there. I can read. In other words, the important detail to know about the scene or crime they didn't know was...
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable!
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
This guy's an idiot. Also, hang on, I need to... Eek. There we go.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well then, why don't we just vote right?
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not.
Oh! As a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you.
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh! Trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why
I got it! Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place. Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you aren't getting the wrong room,
I found
okay?
a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't.
Of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
But why?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone
This
even
guy
got
is so
this
weird.
note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention.
She sounds so weird.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
No, that's wrong. The nameplates on my and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right.
Okay, then who did it?
Shoot!
Shit.
I got it!
Damn it.
Me and so the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note. She specifically tells the reader she would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in.
I'm dumb.
And also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out. We know who did it. Whoever.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
Holy shit. But wait! There's more! Are you getting used to these non-stop debates? Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into my truth cylinder. But just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots in order to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to my influence gauge. I can press the Q key to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Okay. Oh, whoop. Press and release the Q key to cycle through each bullet. Or I can use the mouse wheel. Anyway, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. For our purposes this time, the logic difficulty will be set to mean. Well then, good luck. Oh good. Which ones do I even have? Replica sword sheath. Kitchen knife set. Replica sword.
When the fighting broke out, The culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack!
No, that's wrong. Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Huh? Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead! Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it! So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
No, that's not it at all. I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that.
An insult, obvious.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the
This
sword,
is so weird.
then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
I got it! Sayaka?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own. She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room, where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah,
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on... If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, that's wrong. There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? What?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right?
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa! You might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are...
But even if that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just so... Whose name did she write?
Here's my answer.
It was Leon.
Solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're
Dude,
not
you're
the killer,
desperate.
then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
What?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may—
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah.
Burt remains to the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention in order to figure out who's responsible, where it was disposed of, how it was disposed of, where it was disposed of.
Shoot!
Damn.
I got it!
How? Really?
If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
I thought so.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in. And the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator
in order to destroy the evidence.
No, that's wrong. Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but
But how would you use it?
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi? Hifumi had the key. So the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is... I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shifter brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then, Makoto. Go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered. And the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
The closing argument is about to begin. Would I like to hear more? Yeah, because I can't wait for more of this shit. Okay. Every case has at least one element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. I'll have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. However, I'll notice that pieces are missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section... Wait, hang on. If I take aim at a missing section and press the left mouse button, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh boy. Okay, so it's like... Wait, no. They forced the bathroom door open. It's the only logical way that they could have. The door was... Oh, there's... Oh my god, I didn't even know. Holy crap. Wait, shit. Oh my god, I didn't know. Holy shit. Okay, this might be different. Okay, hang on, wait. Let's get these all back. They noticed something? Wait, hang on. They noticed something. Oh, what the fuck? Wait, hang on. I think I fucked up. Yep. Is it... What is this? Seriously. Wait, hang on.
The killer is you! I think I'd better take one more look back at the... Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Oh, so if that wasn't it...
Here's exactly what happened. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right... And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom.
I thought so, but...
The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot, and that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon? It would appear that Hero simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt. And that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball? You thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
My first bullet time is about to begin. Would I like to hear any more? Yeah, sure. Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, I will have to engage them in a head-to-head battle. We refer to this as bullet time battle, aka BTB or BTW. You want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Match my button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Press the right mouse button to lock on to an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked on with the left mouse button as the tempo marker reaches its center. Use this method to deal damage to my opponent, and if I can't pull it off, I'll be the one in pain. Do this consecutively, and you'll start a combo. Keep this going, and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button, so watch out for that. Deal enough damage to your opponent, and their weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press left mouse button to shoot it down with a truth bullet like any other statement. Refute their statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. But just like before, if my influence gauge reaches 0, I'll run out of time and I fail. Well then, good luck, have fun.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
I refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lied! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! You lied! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid!
Wait, I don't get this. I don't get this. I don't get to choose what statement I... Wait, that's so dumb! That is incredibly dumb! That was so dumb! Yes, I want to give that another shot. But that was incredibly stupid. Yes, I want to hear the rules again, because that didn't make sense. During class trial, my opponent simply won't want to hear what I engage them in head-to-head battle. We refer to this as bullet time battle. Okay. I want to destroy my opponent's statement in time with the rhythm. Okay. Match my mouse button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach its center. Okay. Press the right mouse button to lock on to an opponent's statement. Destroying the statement I've locked onto with the left mouse button as the tempo marker reaches the center. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. I'm actually upset about this one because this was really dumb. It's like, by the way, even though you prevented all this evidence over, I think it's been half an hour? Now I'm going to have you play a stupid fucking mini game that involves right clicks, left clicks, and if you mess up once because we don't explain the rules properly, you're dead. I'm sorry, that's just really dumb to me, and I'm genuinely a bit upset about it. If I keep missing, I'll get a tempo down. Okay. Okay. Yeah, sure, have fun.
When the killer remains
Yep.
I refuse! Stupid!
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lie! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! You...
No, this is way too dumb. I'm gonna lose again.
Stop talking! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lie! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! You lie! Shut up!
Okay. So what? I don't understand. Yeah. This is... He wins just by calling me stupid? Yes.
I refuse to give up yet!
I'm sorry, but this is incredibly dumb. No.
When the killer remains dead, they
So what? I'm supposed to, like...
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lie! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! You lie! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lie! Stop talking! Where's your proof?
This should prove it!
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used! There aren't any other tools anywhere!
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid!
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Yeah, after playing a stupid minigame. Yep. Little bit salty, won't lie. A. C.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, who will be chosen as the Blackened? What's it gonna be?
Isn't it obvious? Looks like you got it right on the money. The Blackened in this case is the one that killed Sayaka. Was none other than Leon Kuwata.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
What?
I don't believe
You
it.
son of a bitch! I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
That's... None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. It was a complete chance that I wound up like this. Unlucky, that's all.
Hey, come on!
Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. When I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if what we came up with is really the truth, then the truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me, but even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind is all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her, and the video had actually had something to do with me, I couldn't even imagine. It was your family. How much more can it like have something to do with you? Now we're trapped in here, no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
Why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here. The thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams and her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean, even some things that weren't so pleasant. Part of me, that sounds like such a, did dirty things. You know what I mean? Like, it sounds like, I don't know. It's because this little, oh my god, the way he's overlapping with Celeste makes him look like he has pigtails right now. It's really fucking weird, but really kind of funny. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens,
she was lying to me from the very beginning and she was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I could do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside she descended into pure madness. What did you say? I understand, really, I do, yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault, Sayaka, being forced to do something like that. All of it, everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly, in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma,
That's enough.
That's enough. As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough that I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it. That was a close one. I thought you were gonna give me the good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during a class trial, the blackened Leon Kuwata will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill him.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Okay.
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you not use your very own toolkit? After she had shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
God damn it, her goddamn do you understand face is killing me every time. You had a number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had unclouded intent to commit murder? No, that's not. Stop it. I've had enough of this. Are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? You killed your precious Sayaka, do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him. Say what? If it weren't for you, this never would have happened, Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who puts us in this situation, the mastermind. Uh-oh, did I awaken to your sense of justice? Oh no, did you awaken to your sense of justice? I was about to say, that was weird. Well, it just so happened that there's nothing more unethical and unwavering than the sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetrate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened with you? Just shut up. Okay, well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment.
I'm begging you, please, don't do this.
Hey, come on now.
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Leon Kuwata, the ultimate baseball star.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
No!
Guilty time. God, this animation is weird looking. This alone probably would be enough to kill him with how fast he's going. Around his neck? Yeah, that would definitely choke or break him first. Machine gun? Oh. Baseball machine gun. The 1,000 blows. Oof. What we saw was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Man, my adrenaline's pumping right now, out of control.
I can't take it.
Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it. Well, hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
What the heck?
Evil, you make it sound like I'm some dark, awful, secret society type of guy. Well, in this case, dark, awful, secret society type of bear.
Well...
So, why are you putting on an upstanding young citizen like me through such grueling ordeal?
Hey,
Seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
Shit.
You piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free of the outside world, being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, aren't you? Well, I'm sure once you learn of all the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll all think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say? I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there, just like before.
Thrills, chills, kills!
It's what everyone's waiting for after all.
Hey.
You say everyone. Who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I've got to save some of the fun for later. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. Ooh, sorry for that one. Allergies, you know, it sucks, man. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were all stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? Jesus Christ. She moved in close and whispered into my ear. Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out. I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize that Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming such an easy target like that. Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me. You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now. Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used the last ounce of energy she had to leave her dying message proves it. If anything, I feel that was more bitter, like, just bitterness. Like, fuck you, kill me. Just let me write out your name. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who killed her. Certainly a possibility. See? Just what I was saying. I don't think that's what it was. She was uncertain. See, she wasn't sure if she could kill someone or deceive you. Which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends Sayaka and Leon and keep moving forward. Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the strangest smile. By the way, I have to admit I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk about Sayaka? Oh, well. I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Kidding. I have pretty good intuition. The end of Chapter 1. 12 students remain. We lost 3 people in 1 chapter. To be continued. I got the despair bat! Do I want to see my data? Yeah. 1 is the loneliest number that you'll ever... I don't know. I haven't heard that song in ages. Well, that's gonna end it for this stream. Thank you to Goober who showed up. I appreciate it. Or anybody who lurked and I just can't see your name because the bot is weird like that sometimes. I will be back tomorrow with friends playing games, doing things. And I will see you then, guys.